Welcome to Meaningful Mornings. On January 30th, 2020, the World Health Organization announced a public health emergency of international concern, the coronavirus. Meaningful Mornings was in response to this emergency. More than 3 years later, from the time of this emergency to now, almost 7 million people have died from the coronavirus. And to try to calculate how many people have been affected is impossible. But almost 7 million. And so, what we will do as a community to remember those who have been lost, those who have been affected, we will collaborate for almost 7 minutes. We will ask for help for almost 7 minutes. We will chant with the mind. Relax your body, enjoy breathing, and chant with your mind, with your mouth, with your heart. Repeat after me. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. 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 And the whole multiverse was burning due to the poison that was being released by the snake wrapped around the mountain, churning the ocean. Then the selfless and the selfish asked for help. They asked help from Bhagwan Abhayankara, the divinity of fearlessness. And he helped. We have been helped for more than 3 years since this emergency commenced. Have faith that whenever you need help, help is available. Om Namah Parvati Pataye Har Har Mahadev. In Bhagavad Gita's chapter 11, Prince Arjuna is praying to see Shri Krishna. He's asking for help, and help is available. Shri Krishna answers his prayer by showing him who he is. This began in verse 15, this showing, and Prince Arjuna describing what he's seeing. Now, the psychology of this is he's using words to describe what he is seeing, what he is feeling. And words are connected to thoughts. As you speak, so you think. And as you think, so you develop. So Prince Arjuna's descriptive words are poetry, are love, but it is also systematic development. What you speak about, you start to turn into. A common exercise for those who have troubles living in the present is describe what you're doing in the present, and you will start to live in the present. Describe, I'm picking up the dishcloth. Now I'm putting it on this dish and I'm rubbing. That's where you'll be. In verse 20, the word pravyatitam is used, which means to be afraid. In verse 21, bhitaha. It's a more comprehensive form of fear. Then, in verse 22, vismitaha. This comprehensive fear is leading to a delusion. And then in verse 23, Prince Arjuna says, tata aham. In 20, 21, 22, he's sharing others are seeing and feeling this. In 23, what is shown is that he's personalizing this. I'm also feeling this. In verse 22 specifically, what Prince Arjuna is describing is seeing all beings. And many divisions of beings are shared. In verse 23, he shares all limbs. He goes from this macro perspective to the micro. He shares in detail many divisions of limbs. The point of all of this description is for us to feel we are in Sri Krishna. We are a being. You're an American, I'm a Canadian. Now, as a Canadian, every part of me, my hands, my feet, are in Sri Krishna. If you sincerely feel you're in Sri Krishna, then you can't be afraid. So much of fear is being brought out because that knowledge is not clear enough yet. Yesterday, I invested a significant amount of time describing what we're trying to do with United Consciousness, to be supported by the United Nations, because happiness is not for a certain division of people. It is universal. Yesterday, I described what swasti means, what swastika means. It is a symbol to remind us that well-being is not to be conditional to a division of people. Happiness, well-being is for all because there's only all. We continue. Verse 24. Nabasprasham deeptamanekavarnam Vyatananam deeptavishalanetram Drishtva hitvam pravyatitantaratma Dhritim na vindami shamam ja Vishnu. Reading the translation from Pujya Swami Chinmayananda. On seeing you, with your form touching the sky, flaming in many colors, with mouths wide open, with large fiery eyes, I'm terrified at heart, and I find neither courage nor peace, O Vishnu. How wonderful that he's now calling him not Krishna, but Vishnu. Here's some reflections for all of us. Prince Arjuna describes the sky, he's describing fire. What he's describing is that Sri Krishna is the elements. Sky, fire, where is all of this happening? Earth. The elements are in Sri Krishna. For us, the elements are Sri Krishna. To care for them. One more reflection is, Prince Arjuna uses the word Varna. What chapter did we explore this word? Chapter 4, in which Sri Krishna shares, we all have different Varnas. Naturally, our skin has different colors, but he's describing our personalities. We all have different colors of our personality, and all of them are in Sri Krishna. So is anyone better or worse? No, people are just different. We don't have to create this hierarchy. They're all in Sri Krishna. Other reflections? Why Prince Arjuna is feeling terrified and he doesn't have courage or peace is because he still feels marginally distant from Sri Krishna. And so now the remaining chapters from 12 all the way to 18 are a journey of surrender. Surrendering that distance so that there is no fear, there's only fearlessness. Continuing, verse 25. Tamshra karalani chate mukhani drishtva kalanala sannibhani disho na jane na labhe cha sharma prasida devesha jagannivasa. Reading Pujya Swami Chinmayananda's translation. Having seen your mouths, fearsome with tusks like pralaya fires, I know not the four quarters, nor do I find peace. Be gracious, O Lord of the Devas, O abode of the universe. Here are some reflections. Whenever our icons are described as having weapons, if you think of a weapon, it can protect or correct. Think of a scalpel. A scalpel can protect someone, correct? If I have cancer and they have to cut that tumor out, they use a scalpel. But it can also correct in the sense of, if someone is being violent and I hold up a scalpel, that person may be less violent. So understand that the description of Sri Krishna being intense is he's the protector, he's also the corrector. Even being corrected is a form of being protected. And finally, Prince Arjuna shares, be gracious, O Lord of the Devas, O abode of the universe. This verse is very much like chapter 2, verse 7, in which Prince Arjuna shares, I am confused. Now he's sharing, I'm confused too, but he has faith. He has faith that Sri Krishna will unconfuse him. That faith was missing in chapter 2. This is a very different place that Prince Arjuna is coming from. And how did he develop this faith? Manana. That was chapter 2. Now we're in chapter 11. 9 chapters flowed. Please reflect on all of this. We're moving relatively fast. Reflect on it, what this means to you. From inspiration to application. Your application yesterday was to analyze someone you revere and how much of you fears them and how much of you wants to be near them. When you fear one you revere, it's because you know you need to be corrected. Thinking wrong, acting wrong. When you want to be near them, it's because you want to be protected. You want to be closer to them. I have found when I'm with my guide, the fearness is when I'm in his presence, I feel like he's flicking my ego away. You know, if someone flicks you, it hurts, but it doesn't hurt so much. And it's like they're saying, wake up. They're doing this out of love. And when I'm in my master's presence, I also feel my potential to be more. I'm not dejected by how much he's done and how little I've done. I feel my potential is I should be the same way. I used to have much more fearness. Now it's incomparable. There's much more nearness. Here's your application for this morning. I want you to describe a change in your varna or personality. And I want you to describe this in detail, like Prince Arjuna, from chapter 2, verse 7 to chapter 11, verse 25. However much you've experienced Bhagavad Gita, describe a change in your personality in detail. Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi. Be safe, be sound, be serene, be joy.